You have no clue how long that took me to sort out. Right, here we are. Did it take a ridiculous amount of time to sort out my music? Yes. Yes, it did. I would have been already streaming like 7 minutes ago if it just decided to work. Right, not the point. Not the point of this. What am I doing? Not dancing, sorry. No, what I'm doing is animating my, like, I've got a bunch of new emotes that I did because I realize I've done a lot of updating on this model and like other stuff, and the one thing I've seemed to let go, stop like working on since I've really upped my artwork, which took a long time, and I became a hermit and I didn't speak to anyone while I learned skill. I mean, I do that anyways. Whenever I learn a new skill or want to improve on a skill, I literally just put myself into a tiny little hole and disappear. Um, so anyways, since I've got a new emotes and I need to animate, I was thinking maybe I'll just keep to 3D animating, but I want to try something. I've been doing a lot of work on, um, I've been doing a lot of work on my art, and I was like, yes, I appreciate my 3D models, and my 3D models are amazing, but I really, really want to. I shouldn't say like this, but I want to be like everyone else. I want to have like 2D. I mean, there are other 3D YouTubers that have 3D emotes. Anyways, not the point. I want those cute looking ones, which I've now created and I have fucking fallen in love with. And I recently been looking up online, seeing how people like do the like 3D, like the 2D, and I realized how they do it I could do in Blender. And so I'm doing a little bit of an experiment to see if I can do a 3D, not 3D, a 2D animation. I mean, there is a 2D animation panel, but that's not what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on doing something a little different. So let's get my new. This is gonna look very weird, and I apologize, but there is a reason for it. Right. See this? This is beautiful. No, okay, I need to turn this into a plane. Right. Interesting. Why did that happen? I was in camera mode, wasn't I? Shit. Hold on. Let me go back to this mode. There we go. I despise this, but I'll fix it. Item. Let's go 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Everything 0. Make everything 0. Okay. Then uh it's no, what is it actually? It's not you. Fuck, it wasn't. One day I'll remember. It's 90. Close, but not quite. So there's the exit axis on. There we go. Right. This looks very weird. I know it's because I cut out the different parts of my drawing, and I despise myself for doing so. Anyways, right. What I need to do is I need to cut this out. Right. Make it into to mesh plane. Yes. Sure. Now if I do this, oh, my computer just hates me if I do this. Ah, this is what I'm after. Right. Okay, time Two, I don't like how the lighting looks. I'll fix that in post. The hair is meant to be green, but it looks kind of brown. But I think that's the lighting. Hold on, if I change the lighting, let's go for a studio one. It's fine. I can fix it later. Right. 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 So now I need to start a cutout. Okay. Where's my knife tool? I had a knife tool once upon a time. About to be in edit mode? Okay. I want to cut this into pieces. If I can cut this into pieces, I can start animating it. Where's my knife tool? Let me find my add-on. This way, I just realized this is not. Oh, it is. Alright, knife. Where's my knife tool? I love the knife tool for this particular reason. You're not even doing anything. Why are you waiting? I'm not even, like, if I was on my other, like, file, like, doing my model, I can understand if it starts crashing. I'm not doing anything! Why are you crashing? Right. You done? Oh my god, I swear my grandmother moves quicker than this. Yes, that's an insult to you, Blender. You're better than this. It's a fucking plane, not a fucking a million. Like, you run better when there is a million vertices. There is one plane. And it's not even fucking. It's a 2K resolution. It's not a 4K either. What? When did I get the knife tool? Hold on. No, 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 no. Where's my knife tool gone? Give me the knife. I want my knife. Give me my knife back. Where's my knife gone? Knife! Knife! There it is. Right. Time to start cutting. You know, there's people often say like, oh yeah, don't cut yourself, or like, here I am cutting myself, right? In a jokey sense, right? This out like a piece of. Hold on, I don't think. Hold on, no, 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 no. I want my outline. Me. No, no. There we go. Okay, this is. I didn't realize how long this is gonna take, but you know what? It's fine. I really do enjoy. If I can get this to work though, I'll be so. You have no clue how happy I'll be. It just means I need to come up with ideas, which is super easy for me. Right. No, fuck off. There we go. Knife. I do admit I love the knife tool. Knife tool in Blender is so useful for creating specific cuts. Knife. No, 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 no. Fuck. 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 I was so close. I can fix that later. Yeah, didn't mean to. By the way, the reason why I have this one to the right is smear frames. And you're wondering, okay, why didn't I make a blue one as well? That's because I'm just going to change the color of the red one to blue. You'd be wondering, how can I do such magic? And it's called compositing. In fact, I just realized I could just copy this frame. Shit. Didn't have to draw that. To be fair, I didn't think this far ahead. I didn't know if this would be possible. I wanted to do. I don't even really need that. I can just probably delete that. So yeah, the reason why I have this and then this is uh just in case I don't want to accidentally flash anyone. I'm not sure anyone would complain, but I don't want to flash anyone. God, I can't wait to bring this to life. I'm getting there, slowly but surely. Right, and then you've got these arm ones just in case. I don't think I will need these ones for this animation, but this is for the future. Because I ain't planning on making just one animation, I'm planning on making lots. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to zoom in for this one. Yeah, I don't want to use this because I'm just copying it. Oh my goodness, I just... Right. Right. Yep. 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 Right. Yep. How do I get out of... Oh. Uh... Yeah. So now if I go to this... It's my cuts. Hold on. Oh. Do I have to do that all over again? Fuck. Oh, I wasn't actually in edit mode. That's why. Oh, I wasted all that time just to realize I wasn't even in edit mode. I'm gonna have to zoom in. Right. Maybe I should have confirmed it with one first and then tried the others. But I'm just a doofus! Oh, sorry, I despise wasting time. Especially when it's my own fault that I waste time. Then I get really annoyed with myself. God damn it. Oh, hey, you done food? You know what's funny? I have a brand new lurking emote. I'm waiting until I do all my I replace all my emotes and then just in one go just replace them all. Because I realized how outdated, like I did all those emotes over a year ago, and over a year ago my art was very different. I found out like, well, I didn't really find out. I knew I had really bad I could draw decently, but my problem was always rendering. Like I always struggled with shadows and light. I didn't quite understand how to make it look like an actual drawing, like a really nice drawing. And so over a year, I just been hardcore improving my skills. Because I didn't like. I mean, I like that I could draw. Like I could draw what I wanted. The issue I had was it wasn't to my standards, basically. If that made sense. So I'm now a lot more happy. I'm still not happy with some parts of my drawing. I feel like my line art could be a bit better. Um, or maybe I don't even need line art at all. Maybe I should stop relying on line art. But at the same time, I sort of rely on line art a bit, so maybe I need to focus on not relying on line art so much. But at the same time, maybe I should stop just being heavily criticizing myself and just be happy for what I made. I mean, I should be proudful, but at the same time, I'm my most heaviest critic. And I'm trying to be proudful because my father despises it. Like, my father's seen a lot of my newer artwork recently because he, like, watches me. He says it's very relaxing. But anyways, so what, like, while we're playing games like Rise of the Nations or, like, other games and we're waiting for certain things to happen, you will just pop in and it's like, oh, let's see what you're doing. And, I'll show him my latest. And he also helps me because a lot of my drawings have been for the card arts in my game, and he gives me certain ideas. For example, the card boombox was purely his idea. I was going for a different. I was thinking of going for like an actual boombox. Anyone that's born before uh the 90s will understand what a boombox. I'm surprised the amount of people that doesn't know what a boombox is. Honestly, it concerns me, but at the same time, I recently, sorry, so recently I had to do this test, um, and this test, so part of this test was, it was a parenting test, and part of this test was, had something called the yellow pages, and I got very confused. I didn't know what a yellow page was. And so I do the normal thing and ask my parents. And so I rang up my father and said, "Hey, I was just like filling out like this thing, and I know this is probably cheating, but what the fuck is a yellow page?" Is like, and he starts laughing. I'm like, "Okay, why are you laughing?" He's like, "Wait, do you not actually know what a yellow page is?" I was like, "No, why would I know what a yellow page is?" It's like it's like an old phone book. I'm like, "How old's this test?" Like, what was mobile phones not invented? Like when this test was? And he explained probably not because this test was actually I found out later from like the people who gave it to me that the test hasn't been updated from 1972. 1972. And they told me that I didn't they won't mock me down for like not knowing what a fucking yellow page was. Um But I like if I had to call someone, I would just fucking ring them from my contacts. Because guess what? I live in the 21st century where there's mobile phones. Oh, it's just so funny to me. I'm a supporter of leaving each person to their own process of learning, of getting better. If you ever need help with theory or advice about drawing, that you know I love that. Thank you, Don. I it's the reason why I often have my father do a few comments for me is I know I judge myself very harshly. And so what's funny is where I'm a very pessimistic about my art, the reason why I show my father is he's the complete utter opposite. He will say shit that will actually make me think, oh, maybe I am a good artist. Um, you know what? Actually, it was really funny. My father did a drawing. He proved how good I was. Like he proved to me how good I was over the Christmas. Um, so like there was this like tiny. I was just about to guess if Yellow Pages were mentioned. Computers will fuck even up. Yeah, no, I know, and it was so shocking to me because I felt really stupid. I thought this should be something like because it was for like this test like the standardized testing for like when because I want the reason why I was doing this test is I want my son to stay over at my place and because of certain things that happened I had to go for a test and it drove me up the ante because I realized not just by that question there was a few other questions that were just a little bit old school but come on update it for the 21st century. I know you guys are lazy. I mean, they haven't updated the school system for like 100 fucking years. I don't know why I think they're gonna change a small little test like that, but uh, does it see? Ah, that's how I confirm it. Enter. Wow, as simple as enter, really? It drives me bonkers. But yeah, no, anyways, the story of Christmas. When I went over to spend Christmas with my family for the whole week, um, there was these Christmas crackers, and in these Christmas crackers, oh shit, stop! I will, I will harm someone that you care about. Shit, what this happens. Why do you do this to me? I didn't realize. Like, why can I not cut through the middle? Right, out here now. You're gonna be a pain in my backside, I can already see you. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I got distracted there. But yes, over Christmas, I spent the entire week, and in these Christmas crackers, one of the little prizes was this the most tiniest little notepad you'll ever see in your life. Like, it's so tiny, it's like around the size of the top of your, like, a finger. That's how tiny the notepad was. Um, and the reason why I bring this up is my son wanted me to draw because he knows I draw. Whenever he comes around, sometimes I'll just draw things on my tablet for him. Normally, he just wants me to draw planes and like trains and stuff. But this time, he wanted me to draw a boat, and so that's what I did. I draw like it was difficult, mind you, because I was using like this ginormous pen. I mean, compared to the notepad, the pen was ginormous. And I made like I drew a little tiny boat, and my father was so surprised at how detailed and how good the boat looks. Like, even though it was on the most tiniest piece of paper, and I was like, it's just a boat. It really isn't that good. And my father just gives me like this look of I don't know if it was like pure anger or like pure just hatred, but he was so, and he proved me wrong. He was just so adamant to prove me wrong that him himself draw a, what's it called, a little boat on the paper, and we compared the two, and I was like, okay, maybe I should shut the fuck up. And he's like, yeah, maybe you should. But I was quite surprised. Sometimes it just takes that. And mind you, my father's not a bad drawer. FYI, my father's not a bad drawer. He used to be a builder, so he used to draw. And he used to, sorry, I say when he used to be a builder, he used to own a building company, and like he used to do a bunch of stuff like this. And he used to draw schematics for certain buildings. Um, God damn it. And because of that, he's actually a decent drawer. Uh, I mean, he never pursued any art because that's just wasn't had no interest. The only reason why he learnt to draw was just to, what do you call it? Why are you like this? Why are you being like this? I mean, too far, I shouldn't be too worried. Mm. But no, my father's more. I mean, my father does like to be creative at times to times, but my father likes. I don't know what he likes to do. But he just told me he never pursued it because it was never his interest. Sorry, I catched a little what I said. Yeah, no, yeah, little. To be fair, I didn't like. I was surprised at how tiny and good I can make a drawing look. But I totally get you from like, um, every time I look at my art from a distance, I can always find a fault that drives me up the ante. Let me see if I can do it with this one. Uh, uh, duh, 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 duh. Probably, it's probably the eyebrow, isn't it? Yeah, that's a thin eyebrow. See, look at that. Already found a fucking fault. This is why I should stop looking back at my fucking drawings. Right? Okay. Oh, shit. There we go. Right. God, I don't know why, but this is so relaxing. Right. Should just have the pen light and the body to do now. Right. God, I wish I was this fit in real life. Right, and then just the pen light. And I'm gonna get rid of this because a reason why I added it was for what's it called? I'm just gonna have this as the smear frame, but I just realized I could just copy and fucking paste the hand and then eradicate like anything I didn't need. But to be fair, it's because I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't know what I could, what sort like. All FYI, all this you're seeing right now is me experimenting. What like I might not even be able to do what I hope I could do. If I can, this changes a lot for me. Um, I just have an idea, and if this works, boy oh boy, this is gonna be genius, I tell you. Right. So now I do this, and then right, yes. Right. So if I delete this, this is uh, hmm. I'm gonna delete this one face. So if I delete this version, I see. Right. I find out one of the hardest appreciation things from getting used from. You're not wrong there. Just because, like, I mean, there's actually some factor towards that because as I learn more and more about art and how, like, to create art, the more critical I become of my own art because I understand certain things. Um, well, actually, I think you're probably onto something there. Mm. Oh my God. Look at this. Right, sorry. The reason why I'm really excited is you're about to see in a minute. If I click this now and do P for selection, P for selection. Piece for selection. P for selection. P for selection. Not as happy with some of these cutouts, but you know what? Beggars can't be selection. So now if I go to object mode, oh, I'm gonna do some really cool things. Right, okay. I need to start organizing this. Origin to geometry. Just need to make all the geometry. I'm not gonna use every single part in this. I'm just using certain parts for now. Right. Time to dress my time to play dress up. Right. Yeah. This needs to be behind. So this needs to be and then... No, this needs to be in front, doesn't it? Yeah. Shit, now it looks a bit off. No, I think my body... No. Perhaps if I do it like this. Oh no, I think the neck is... I just do a bit of a tilt. How does this look? Nah, it looks weird. Fix it! Fix it! No! I see my mistakes. Wait. 0. See. Oh, I realize this doesn't work. Maybe if I... Oh no, that works. I think. No, it looks... How does this look? Oh yeah, I have to forget it has to be close, but not too close. How do I do it so they don't get affected by the shadows? There was once upon a time. Uh, as per usual, I love you. Lots of expressions can be found. I remember a common practice taught design slightly to reduce your generate noise. Some people to look twice before making elements. Was you holy shit! Unreal, by the way, real. That I was once on becoming my way to being a graduate graphical graphic and designer and then got depressed. I did, Scott. I slept. I slept for a good solid 8 hours. Um, but this is what I was working on. I was finding and teaching myself how to do 2D animations in Blender, and I can rig this up to do. Well, I'm hoping. I'm still testing. Right. There was once upon a time a way to get rid of shadows. I'm just trying to remember it. You see, I don't like the reason why I can't remember how to get rid of shadows is I rarely fucking do it. Shadows. There's a button that says don't get affected by shadows. And I will find it. The software that does it. I know! I just want to prove that Blender can do it. That's it, environment lighting. That's it. Oh. To be fair, it doesn't help that I'm in, what's it called? Viewport shading. Because it's got its own hold on. If I do this, and then have a sun, and then boom. That is a shitty sun. Mm. Yeah, okay. Where's my body gone? Shit, no, it's the shadows. Fuck. No, there's a way to make it so that like the actual like the actual model itself doesn't have shadows. Once upon a time. I will find it. Import play. God, here it is. Boom, boom. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Fuck, it's still working. Be gone shadows. Nothing emits shadows now. Oh, okay, this is not. No one likes shadows. Still not shadows. Fuck. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Right. So now if I go back to this one, I can work on fixing my bloody. Right. And then I need to change it so that this. I just don't like that line cut. Hold on. Hold on. I can. I'm bad. Diamond. Needs to be down. And then. See, this is where I fucked up. Mm-mm. I can do this. I need to make it so it doesn't, so you can't see this line. I could rotate it slightly and see how that fares. It doesn't really change much, does it? Is it that noticeable? I just realized you can see, and the head does need to be in front. So the reason why the head should be in front is, I don't know. Oh, I think I need to make the collar behind the neck, right? Mm. I got an idea. I got an idea. Okay. Back to knifey knife mode. Knife mode. Where's my knife? Give me knife. Knife mode. Right. So if I'm careful about this. Mm, confirm. Now, if I change object, edit mode, faces. And P selection, and then go back to object mode, to origin, to geometry. Right. This needs to be behind the neck. This needs to be in front. How does this look? Ah, this looks better. I think actually just this left side needs to be more. Oh, is that why I did this? Maybe. You know, once I figure this out, I promise, I will definitely. Oh, I don't think I have my water connected. It's fine. I can manually add the errors. No, they should be activated. It's activated. That's confusing. You little catties. Look at him. Right. I know he's adorable. Yeah, exactly. Blender fans for the win, by the way. Like, I don't know if it's just my stubbornness now, but I can't help but try and do everything I can in Blender. Of course, there's only certain things, like there's certain things I have to do in like Unity or other programs, but I'm gonna try my best to do everything I can in Blender because it is really good. Right. I can just get this to be noticeable. I think that's less noticeable, isn't it? Right. Okay. Bring this hand down. And then bring this hand up. Oh no, this one needs to be in front, doesn't it? Right. Holy shit. Okay. These bits and bobs need to bug off. Right. Whoop. Oh, whoop. Okay. Now we can go back to this mode. Right. You see, this is adorable. It definitely is. It's definitely... I know. I know. I'm really stubborn, okay? Right. So, look how cool this looks. Sorry. I mean, I know I drew this in like the above and then just cut out the parts, but it's it's like it's just could you imagine it just like ah ah okay now it's time for the thing I need to do, which is to rig it up. No matter how cool it looks, it does need a bit of rigging. Right. Uh I know this looks so weird though from any other perspective, weird. And you see it from this perspective and it's just like wow. At least you're not drazing everything in that's true. So one can have fun. It is. It's incredibly fun. And I won't lie, slightly addictive. Slightly addictive. Just a slight. Just a slight. Cough cough, I did not spend the last 3 days testing things out. Right. Um right, what was I doing? Bones. Bone rakes, I remember now. Add an armature. Add an armature. Right. Single bone. There we go. Time to start doing cool shit. And I know there's other things that can make this a lot easier. I just choose to be awkward and want to show off Blender's cool shit. Right, so I want the bone for that piece. Then and then this. And then what I'll do is just symmetrize it. Symmetrize. Okay, or don't symmetrize. I'll just duplicate it. And then flip. Mirror. Exactly. Excusez-moi. Thank you. Move this so it's more. I mean, I don't have to make it perfect. I just need to make it so it's more in line with where it is. And then yeah, hands, and then the glove. Great, perfect. There's more to do with the hand. And this is more to do with the pen stick. And then this. And then this bone. This way. Right. We're slowly getting there. God, if I can get this to dance for me, boy, am I gonna be so happy. Oh, right. And then I'm gonna add another bone. I'll just do a simple one for the shirt because I don't want my shirt to move too much, but I want a little bit of movement just so it's alive. Right. We'll do one for like the chest area. And then we'll do 50. And then I want an extra one just for the color. And then I'll duplicate this again. 50. Mirror on the x-axis. And then make this a little bit higher. I want this to do the color. Right. And then the last one's going to be for the head. Whew. Right. And then I'm going to add one. Little. I want this for the neck. This will be for the head. Slight for the hair. This will be for the ears. We have it like that. This. I don't know if I should do another for my hair. Probably should do a separate one. A bone for hair bits. I know this rig looks very, very questionable. But there's a reason for it. The RX. Right. Time to do weight paints. Woo! I probably should subdivide first. I add one modifier and Blender's like, nah. It's a 2D object, but adding subdivision modifiers too much. Too much. Not like I'm asking you to subdivide a fucking armature. I might make you subdivide yourself in a minute, Blender. It's a plane object! I've asked you to subdivide much, much more extensive objects before. Even if it was Suzanne, the fucking monkey model, I would understand. Like a little bit of buffering. But it's a plane! And you're plain irritating me right now, Blender. I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna find your creator, I'm gonna kiss them, and then I'm gonna kill them. Ugh. Ugh. Blender. You know what? Yes, Dharma. It's because I miss you so. No, it's. Do you see this buffering symbol? This is why I'm screaming. I'm an impatient little stubborn fucking siren thing. Uh. I do apologize if I'm screaming. I just Blender, why? Exactly. I expect it to be instant, not this loading screen. Oh, there we go. Right. Let's go for. Let's have a little look-see. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to apply it first. I swear to God, if you load applying this bitch, me and you are gonna. Oh my goodness, Blender, 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 Blender. I'm about to blend myself into a non-existent Blender. Hmm. Blender, I love you. I love you. I really do love you. But sometimes you make it hard, Blender. You know what? It probably though is it's probably not even this probably wouldn't be an issue if it was just if I wasn't streaming, but because I'm doing streaming, like doing this model, maybe that might be the reason. But yes, welcome and dumb. Of course I've missed everyone. I need to stream more often, but at the same time, my current schedule does not apply for it. Um, which is sad because I enjoy streaming. I enjoy showing off my works and showing my not just showing off my works, but showing my process of works. It's divided by zero. It's a plane. To be fair, I understand. Like I understand that math. Like having a calculator divide by anything by zero makes it goes bonkers. I can understand if that's the case. This isn't the case here. Do you want to share some of your artistic inspiration with me? I haven't been able to write any music. No, no, no! Get out of your rut! Some of my artist inspirations. Oh. What do I do when I get into a... See, I go down rabbit holes. I don't really go into ruts. I go down rabbit holes, and I end up like... Excusez-moi! Don't rev your fucking motorbike outside of my place. Bitch. Sorry. Um, have I ever had burnout? Yes. Yes, I have. Okay, I know I just remembered when I did get burnout. And what I did was distract yourself. So let's say you're having so you're having burnout with your music to write new music. Start just playing music. Start doing covers. Start playing covers and then just changing the covers slightly. So let's say um what's the first song? Luck Be a Lady by Frank Sinatra. Don't know why that's the very first song that comes to mind. Change that into like rock or punk. So choose your favorite song and change the whole like genre. It's not quite writing, but as you continue to do it, you'll soon get inspiration for new songs. That's what I sort of do. That's how I get myself out of burnout is if I burn myself out, I usually don't get to that stage. I usually try to distract myself. I like to call it distracting. I don't think it's called distracting, but what it is um so let's say for example, recently I really fucked up my hand doing a bunch of drawings for my game. So I can't draw as much. Even though I did draw this. I mean I have a cast so I don't fuck up my hand more. But still. Anyways, um because of that, I've been focusing my attention in Blender recently. So I'm just using my mouse rather than drawing. And not as that, I've been taking rests. Like I've been doing rendering, I've been doing animations, been taking rests between so that I don't cause myself burnout. Because I know if I just keep at something like every single day for an entire week or a month or even a year, actually, it usually doesn't get to a year. If I'm at something for a whole entire month, I will burn out, and I don't let myself get to that point. So what I usually do is every day I do something different. What I try to. If I'm not hyperfixating, I try to do something different. So one day I'll be drawing, the next day I'll be doing Blender, I'll be doing like some shape keys or something, or I'll be just doing some modeling, or I'll just be doing something with my rig. Like, I always change out so I don't like go into that little rut of creative block. That's what I do. Garrett, forget Dharma's drama. Someone should make an add-on to autosave whenever you use them. Real. There should be an add-on. Because it's such a risky maneuver. Oh no. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I'm just gonna... No, this is a great button called Control Z. Which my fucking Blender hates. I really wish there was an add-on that auto-saves whenever you use a modifier. I mean, technically I have Blender autosave every 5 minutes, because I always am crashing. So I don't waste a lot of time. I mean, this is how I did it before. Most of my tracks are inspired in some different way by a different track. Fair. That like I see creative burnout is such a shitty thing because I know it. I don't really experience it that often because I have the opposite issue. I don't know if you've ever seen The Sandman, but there's a episode in which the dream Morpheus cursed this guy to just go insane with ideas. Like he constantly kept getting brand new ideas until he turns insane. That's me. That's me constantly on a day-to-day basis. I get so many ideas that I just have to ignore some of them. I just have to ignore some of them because I just can't focus on the ideas I want if I keep getting all these other ideas. Um, and it can be distracting at times. It can be distracting at times because, like, you think, oh yeah, you have a bunch of ideas. Like, you don't have to ever worry about like getting creative block. Sometimes I just die out. Like, I'll just be sitting there with all these ideas, And because I get so many ideas, I can't actually focus on creating one to life. And it just puts me into this like depressing, and like I just sit there just like I hate that I get like the gift of ideas but unable to put them into practice. And it took me a long ass time to basically work with myself. Because I know I'm not gonna be able to implement every single idea that I have, but it doesn't mean I can't try in my own way, in my own slow way, because I can't catch up to. But the day that I catch up to my brain is the day that I become a fucking genius. Because I'm slow. I am very, 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 very slow. And I know my subconscious slash my brain is smarter than me. It's just that my processing is not as fast. Right, okay, so I'm back into this mode. Right, so now if I go back to edit mode, I need to subdivide. Right. What taste this? Okay, subdivide. Okay. Excuse me. I got a. But I'm manually. Why not just remesh it? Hold on, let me try a remesh. I usually despise using a remesh because it really does fuck. Right. And this, my ladies and gentlemen, is why you do not. We're gonna do it. Try. Ah! I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I'm smiling through the pain. Uh, I can do this. I can figure out how to make it into. Oh, my computer's not liking this. Uh, oh, that's alright, Scar. I apologize. I'm apologizing a bit late on reading. Is I'm trying to do like 1,000 things at once. Oh, I'm actually right now. I am snacking on some, what are these called? Wafer rolls. Because that is what I'm surviving on. I mean, I'm gonna make myself some soup later. I'm gonna do myself a nice chicken broth. But until then, I am. Look at me. I am fucking 3 frame rates per second. Oh, mistakes were made.